Turn me up! Yes, sir! Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of High Tops. Hey, Billy out here cooking. Him and Will Harris. And you know what? I'm gonna be fired up. I'm gonna say some lies here in the next 20 minutes or so. So I figured we would forewarn some of our guests joining us today. Because hey, guess what, boys and girls? Disney Gators activated. All right, and I don't care that it's a sparkly bell on top of my head, boys, because we're dialed in and we're ready to rock. I'm not going to wear them the whole time, but I just want to prove a point, okay? Disney Gators here to stay, all right? We're going to embrace it, all right? Disney Gators unite. Let's get it. All right, boys. Welcome to the show. I was actually working on another video breaking down the defensive line class for you because you guys enjoyed the offensive line breakdown so much that I would do the defensive line, and then boom, Jamir Grimsley dropped the ball. We talked about it on our Saturday show. We were expecting the U-Haul to show up on Sunday. Well, guess what? Here it is. U-Haul has arrived. Jameer Grimsley, the recruit from 2024. We were down to the wire, down to the nitty-gritty with this young man. Ultimately, we lost to Bama, so we thought. And here we are, January. Hey, Billy gets it done. Billy gets it done. All right? I can't do these. Locks in Jameer Grimsley. And I think what's exciting about this and why we should be fired up is it proves that, look, and I'm going to read his quote here in just a moment, what he had to say when committing to the Florida Gators. But it shows that, look, Billy is a great recruit. We've always heard that. And we're like, hey, is he beyond his time? I think it's showing that almost building a relationship is starting to overcome the paycheck. Look, that's always going to be a factor. And until we get that figured out, I think we're still going to miss out and strike out on some things. But building a legitimate relationship is, again, finishing second, it's almost like the new first. We may not give him the first time around, but because of this new world that we're living in, hey, go get your paycheck from one of them for the year, go sit on the bench, and then ride. Think about Alabama, all the guys that are no longer there, the Des Ricks of the world. Now we got Jamir Grimsley, Julian Sand, all went to Alabama, were there, and had to end up leaving. Now, obviously, the scenario is a little bit different given the fact of what happened with Nick Saban, but it shows that, again, building a relationship, staying true to it, definitely pays off. Again, in his quote, he goes, look, I love Florida. I've always wanted to play at Florida. And he said, when I went to Alabama, it's like, look, I don't know what's going to happen here at Florida, but Saban's not going anywhere. That was his original quote when he ended up choosing Alabama. In his quote today, he stated, let me make sure I don't butcher this, if I can pull it up really quick here. He says, now you have to commit to a school, not a coach. You have to love the school. And I mean, that's something we've always preached too. Like, you want to become a Gator, right? You want to buy into the orange and blue. You want to commit to the university, not always a coach, because you don't know what's going to happen. You never know what the future is going to hold. So you've got to fall in love with more than just the coach. And I think, look, that's part of the culture, right? Understanding what it means to play at the University of Florida and selling that more than just yourself. And I think Billy is doing a good job of that, of selling the school, selling the bigger picture outside of, hey, come play for me. No. Here's what you're playing for. You're playing in front of everything school. You're playing at the Swamp. You're playing at the University of Florida in front of 90,000 strong. This is what it means to be a Florida Gator. And not everybody wants to buy into that. And that's going to be okay. We're going to have our trials and tribulations. But this is a fantastic pickup. We're going to talk about what it means in just a moment. But if you take a look at this film, man, it is exciting stuff. You know what I love? Hey, first of all, it's lightning speed. He plays wide receiver in some of these highlight clips, which you expect that, which I love. He has some fantastic catches. So nasty hands. You always love that out of a cornerback. The old saying goes, he plays cornerback because he can't catch. This kid can catch. 6'3", about 200. Hey, we got a lengthy one on our hands, okay? He's got that twitch muscle. Let me read this scouting report here from Andrew Evans that was written last year. A gangly defensive back prospect with two-way production and verified foot speed. Boys, speed he has. There's a highlight coming up here. Keep your eyes peeled where he just levels a kid, which that's nothing you can teach. You can't teach that. You can't teach that killer mindset. Right here it is, right here. There he is in the back corner. slot man. Boom! Leveled. Incomplete pass. Give me some of that, baby. Hashtag hit somebody. Back to this. Quick twitch athlete with sudden movement patterns that can chew up grass. Has advanced ball skills, which likely stem from extensive offensive background as a wide receiver. Isn't the most technically buttoned-up defender, but has a knack for creating turnovers and finding ways to the football. I expect us to see this young man finding himself on the football field this year. Just letting you, especially with our cornerback room being as young as it is, keep your eyes peeled, boys. Okay, pick 6 on its way. Pick 6 loading. He transferred schools. I love this. Transferred schools in advance for senior seasons in hopes of facing better competition. You want to talk about a dog? What you want to talk about a dog? Got that gator in him. Says, I'm not playing people that are good enough that are making me better. I want to sharpen my iron. We're going to play some more competition, right? Because again, so this is another thing too. LSU was in the mix here because Corey Raymond, which part of we think part of our discussion of the release of Corey Raymond was just his lack of wanting to recruit, his lack of wanting to be hungry. And you had a second opportunity. You know LSU slinging the cash. They just landed C.J. Douglas, wide receiver. You know they're slinging it around, right? Couldn't close. That's twice. Corey Raymond missed. LSU was in the mix. Don't let anybody fool you. And you're like, well, their class is full. They got 6 cornerbacks. He would have been the number 1 cornerback if he were to commit in front of Juwan Johnson. The rest of the snubs, not even ranked. Okay? Like 30, 31, 32, 3-star cornerbacks. He would have been the highest rated cornerback on this recruiting class for LSU, as he is for us. So don't get it twisted. But he would have been the highest rated. All right? I digress. Look, we'll likely need a development year or 2 before he's ready to go on Saturdays, but has the tools to eventually emerge as a multi-year starter at the Power 5 level. Track times 21.89 in the 200-meter dash. So, love this pickup. Huge pickup. Again, a big thing that a lot of people are going to say, right, is it going to be, immediate production on the football field? That is where those guys that we've had in the transfer portal that we're kind of getting frustrated on missing on because those guys impact the football field immediately, where Jamir might take some time, which those things I do agree with. The safety from Washington spoke about his visit, still shopping around. Hate to see that, but it is the way of the land. So we'll keep it moving. We'll see how it plays out. But again, love it. Now, a lot of questions that people were asking. Is it going to count towards the recruiting class? Is it a transfer? For those of you that haven't been following along, he had to enter into the transfer portal because they would not release him of his letter of intent, which, again, that's just kind of the way of the land. I think Deontay Robinson kind of got lucky by being released because if you're already enrolled and you're already in class, technically that letter of intent doesn't really even exist for you to be released, right? Because you've already cashed in on that. So when I go to 247, they already have him added there. We're 13th overall. He is in the transfer tab. He is not in the recruit tab, which is weird. They even dropped him down. He was like a 92 point something in high school, and he's in 0.91. How that even happens, beats the shit out of me. I have no idea. I'm like, how is this possible? I mean, we're talking about pennies here, right? But I don't know. Christian Asa-Turner. That Asa-Turner is a safety that was visiting. Again, said it was a great business trip, but nothing has come of it yet. But it's obviously going to take his time. He's in his 19th year of college, so he's gonna do some work. 6'3" and sub 11 time in the 100-meter will be wicked as wide receiver, bro. I'm watching him play wide receiver in his highlight film. Like, he might see the other side of the football field once or twice. Who knows, right? I mean, you see him. They're getting him the football, and we've always talked about when we watch this film in high school, the guy that's the most athletic touches the football a lot. And here you go. They're using him every which way. Deebo Samuel like, right? Little jet sweep, little toss. But again, I don't know if you guys saw, we're watching him smashing somebody, just punching somebody in the mouth. I love that out of a cornerback. Just an absolute killer mindset, that major right mindset. And the 6'3" guy, usually it's like the 5'11", 6 foot 5'10" guys, right? They're just pissed off at everybody, right? Trust me, I'm one of them. And they just want to just kill somebody. The 6'3" guys, they usually just use their length to their advantage. He's hitting somebody like he's 5'10" and full of piss and vinegar. And that just fires me up. All right? Fires me up. All right, boys. Sorry. Take a breather. Smash the like button and subscribe if you guys are brand spanking new on the way to 20,000 subs. Real quick, before we continue on with the show and I read your guys' comments here, we, on our Discord channel, if you want to become part of that member become a member, you earn your wings. But we watched the UFC fight last night. I was able to stream it through the Discord, so it was a great time for the ones that did show up. And if you guys like those kind of things but don't like to spend the money on it each month, I hear you. Well, I'm going to start streaming those things to Discord once a month. So one more reason why to become a member and to earn your pig wings. One, become part of the Discord. We haven't done a giveaway in a while, which is on me. We need to start doing more of those. But also, too, we've got the UFC fights and other things we may figure out on what we can stream as well. So thoughts and suggestions are always welcomed on how we can improve that side of the world there. But this family is growing, and we love it, and we appreciate it, boys. All right? Almost 20,000 subs, which is crazy to think about. We're like 150 away. Like, tell your cousins, all right? Tell them all. All right, boys. Look, love it. A big pickup here. We got a big video coming out here tomorrow, probably about the defensive line, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Chris Smith says, play Grimsley on both sides of the ball, DB and wide receiver. Look, I mean, it'd be 6'3", bro. We've been talking about that big target on the wide receiver side. I wouldn't hate it. Wouldn't hate him to see if he saw the football field next year and he's playing a little wide receiver. Okay? All right? Just saying. Is there more to come? The big question mark. Do we land as a Turner? Is there someone else cooking in this transfer portal that we can pull in? Again, defensive line. I think we're set on the D line. When you guys watch the video, I think your bellies will settle a little bit, but we'll see. We will see. Touchdown Detroit. 3 Gators on that team. Sorry, Trask, but I'm rooting for Detroit. Trask is Baker is him. All right, y'all be riding this Trask tail. But Christian wasn't great time for my bankroll. Yeah, Christian, our boy Christian, he got tore up from the floor up last night on gambling on that fight. It was tough for him last night. Tough for him last night. Great pickup, Cindy Neesmith. I agree. Great pickup. Love it. I'm excited. I am excited. Love that we got him over LSU and Corey Raymond too. That first battle with our ex, fantastic. We've been in a doozy with Texas A&M and battling them. So, not necessarily battling. They're just kind of taking up our sloppy seconds like a typical ex would. Look, man, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I told you if Florida did some things, I'd be telling some lies. Well, here we are. We're in January, and you saw the Disney years. I'm ready to tell all kinds of lies. All right. I probably didn't need much to tell some lies, but you're giving me the ammo, Billy, and I'm loading up. Daniel D, the link to the Discord is on the members post page on YouTube. So go over to the member tab. It's special for you guys. Click on it. The link is updated as of yesterday. Tap in there, Daniel D, and rock and roll. Well, boys and girls, I love you. Have a great rest of your Sunday afternoon. Big game tonight, Kansas City versus the Buffs. Let me know down in the comments who you got for tonight. I'm taking KC. Taking old Patty Mahomes, T. Kelsey, and the Swifty gangs to get it done. Josh Allen just likes to throw a lot of interceptions. And I feel like we're going to see a few more tonight. Well, boys, smash the like button, subscribe. Big pickup here. If anything else breaks, you know what we'll be live, suited up, ready to rock and roll. But until then, I love you. Good night, and I'll see you.